Hello, Aries and cross watchers. Thank you guys so much for joining. Welcome into your weekend guidance tarot reading. This message will be for December 6th through the 8th. So let's just jump right in here. Start with the Oracle deck. How's everyone feeling? Hope everybody's doing good. Truth be told, time for a nap. So, there may be some information that's going to come out that's going to bring truth, bring light to a situation that's kind of it's probably been bothering you, even underneath the surface. It's been kind of nagging at you a little bit. And I feel like you're just going to be taking a step back after you hear this message. I feel like you're just going to really go within for some contemplation about this truth. So let's see here, Aries. What we can see for you. You know what? Sometimes I put the cards up there, but I think that you guys prefer to see the cards. And so I like to lay the cards out because I feel like you guys can intuitively also maybe get some subconscious messages from these cards. So the point of these messages is to help as many people as we can. So let's see here, Aries. Can we get some more information about this truth? Spirit, what is this truth that's going to come to light for Aries this weekend? Chariot, movement forward, positive movement forward. This card can also symbolize travel. There's that energy that I was feeling at the beginning of the reading. There was a situation here. I feel like this situation feel like you're very hopeful about this situation. For some of you, this is going to be a relationship. Some of you, this is going to be a career, a job opportunity. Either way, how this is resonating, it's going to be abundant, successful, emotionally or financially. Okay, I also feel like it's going to bring in balance. But Aries, there's still some work that needs to be put into this relationship or career venture. Maybe it's a business that you're creating that is just in the beginning phases. What you're struggling with is this change in perspective, but also waiting. So there may also be some outdated belief systems, something that's holding you back. Maybe it's the way that you're perceiving, looking at money. Because a lot of the times, if we look at a situation, we are going to attract whatever we are. We don't attract what we want, even though it's nice to think that. We attract the energy that we carry. And if we are always feeling at lack, like we don't have any money to pay our bills, always just feeling less than, not enough, not enough money to cover everything, not enough time to get the money, right? If we're always carrying that type of energy, that's what we're going to attract. There's a need here, Aries, to switch your thinking. To switch your thinking about whether it's money or relationships. Don't think of it as there's not enough or this lack mentality. Try to think of it as you already have this abundant opportunity in your life. You already have your relationship is already successful. Look for the positive things in the relationship. Look for the positive things in the career. I have good benefits. My medical and dental is all taken care of. Maybe even have a retirement plan or insurance policy for when I leave. I've invested money in. If it's with relationships, think of it as my partner helps me through things emotionally or financially. They're a person who I can depend on, rely on. If you don't already have this energy in your relationship or career, focusing on the things that you want instead of the things that you don't want. Because here's an example. You focus on for 5 minutes or maybe even a half hour, an hour to write out, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, do this life planning, all this fun stuff that we talk about here on the channel. But then the next hour or 2 hours, a bill comes in and you're back to thinking, man, I don't have money to cover that bill. If you cannot stop your mind from thinking, I don't have enough money to cover that bill, it's best right now to not open that bill, but set an alarm on your phone, on your calendar, for when that bill needs paid. So you don't miss the bill, but you're not looking at it and feeling that lack emotion. Okay, because remember, we attract what we are, not what we want. I do feel like going within, meditate, getting grounded, breathing. Breathing is a big thing. Our breathing technique, there's breathing techniques out there that can trick your brain from being anxious, being nervous, okay? A really quick technique is to take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, hold it for 5 seconds, and then release it out through your mouth. And do that 3 times. You can try it now if you want to, but that kind of resets your brain to relieve the stress. And the first couple times you do that technique, you may even feel a little dizzy, a little lightheaded. But it's going to make you feel better. It's going to shift your energy from feeling stressed, anxious, scared, nervous. Ultimately, though, I feel like you're going to be relieving a lot of burdens by changing your perspective. Once there's the shift, it's going to be seemingly overnight that everything else follows. So let's get some clarity here on some of these cards. Let's do the first row, the Chariot, Nine of Cups, Hermit. Clarify the Chariot and the Nine of Cups and the Hermit card for Aries Spirit. What does Aries need to see about these three cards here? Okay, so if this is having to do with relationships, if this is resonating for you within relationships, because I remember I said this reading is coming in two ways. It's telling me that one person is focused on emotions while the other is focused on finances. And this is keeping you guys stuck in this cycle. The only way to stop the cycle is to communicate. Is to have some communication about both of your guys' intentions. So let's see about the Hanged Man here. I want to get the Hanged Man and the Ten of Pentacles. So why is the Hanged Man and the Ten of Pentacles here for Aries Spirit? There's a need to make a decision. I feel like making a decision and sticking with it, no matter how difficult it gets, because even change is difficult. Change is not easy. So back to the mentality thing, if we're changing outdated belief systems, our mentality, the way that we're thinking about a situation, the way that we're perceiving, a lot of times we can have physical ailments, like feeling sick to our stomach. You actually can get sick to your stomach by being too anxious. So that's where it stems from. But you physically can get sick from the stress, the anxiety that you're holding, just about how you're perceiving the situation, just about how you're thinking about the situation, what thoughts you're allowing into your mind. By making the decision to shift your mentality, that's when you're going to feel liberated. That's when you're going to feel this spiritual evolution. Because ultimately that's what the Judgment card symbolizes, the spiritual evolution, release of a karmic debt, release of a karmic cycle, atonement of one's sins, or, but ultimately it's this spiritual evolution. It's this awakening process. Aha moment, like, dang, if I would have did that before. And I didn't go too into detail on how to shift your mentality. There's several videos about how to shift the way you're thinking, the way you're perceiving a situation. I would suggest go check one out. There's a lot of really reviewed spiritual teachers out there that will teach you about letting go of outdated belief systems specifically. Now, the review and release that I did, that can go into belief systems. I don't feel like that video is deep enough I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I'm just going to call it like I see it, okay? This channel is very new. And eventually I hope to make a video on self-sabotage and letting go of outdated belief systems. But right now I haven't. So there's several videos out there on YouTube, guys, that have this information, that have this stuff. Go check it out. Soulful Revolution, Souls on Fire. It's the same lady. That's one of the channels that I follow personally. She incorporates tarot. Another is here, I'll give you another guy that I follow really quickly. He's like a monk, or he presents himself as a monk, and he helps with, his name is Master Sri Akashana. I'll try to link his page below, but he has a lot of good videos on this, letting go of belief systems, law of attraction, talking about twin flame journey, all that type of stuff. His name is Master Sri, S-R-I, Akarshana, Akarshana. And he talks about all this stuff. I really feel like what will be helpful, what's coming out here for this reading, is there may be some self-sabotage that's going on here, but it's really the way that you're looking at the situation, the way that you're perceiving money, or the way that you're perceiving relationships, that's really holding you back. So let me get a power thought card here, Aries. I feel like that's a good solid message for you guys. I am going to continue this reading a little bit into the extended. I want to take a look at your partner, or the person, place, or thing that you're moving towards. Okay, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, I want to see the position of this, what's coming towards you. And then I also want to see the outcome. Maybe a little guidance. So if that's something you guys are interested in, you are more than welcome to check it out. But for you, Aries, my income is consistently increasing. So this could very well have to do with a job, the way you're thinking about money. But for some of you, it might be relationships. But for most of you, I feel like this is about career, money, finances, business opportunity. I begin now today to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. My income is constantly increasing. My income is constantly increasing. So, Aries, that is the message I have for you guys. If you want to join us in the extended reading, I do want to look a little bit into this. Is it a career that you're, is it a business that you're creating? What's going on with this opportunity that's coming in? Is it a relationship? And then how to proceed forward. So if you're interested, the link will be below. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for the love and support. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.